Hey everyone, what's going on? It's your boy Juan, and what is up? We are playing a little bit of DC Legends on the iPad here. We are playing the, what is that? The Atrocitus challenge here, and I hope you guys can go and enjoy the background, because there's not going to be no game sound or hitting sound, whatever the case is. It's not going to be the case. So we're just going to talk about a few things here. First things first, it's not going to be nothing but DC related. I know in the past videos I kind of trolled up from DC to Marvel to DC, and then talked a little bit too much about Marvel. So what I did was I kind of did a little script. I don't really like doing these, but I have to do these, okay? Just so I can stay on point here. You might hear my birds in the background. Of course, they're dead silent until I start doing my commentary, and here we go. First things first, we're gonna get into some DC, nothing but DC news, I promise you, okay? Nothing Marvel related, I hope. If it does, it'll be cut out and you won't hear it, okay? Let's talk about Ruby Rose real quick too. Ruby Rose has been cast as Kate Kane in the CW's TV production of Batwoman. Of course, you guys should know by now, you know, they got the Flash, they have Arrow, Supergirl, Black Lightning, DC Legends of Tomorrow, and now they're gonna add Batwoman to the mix. You know, I kind of have a mixed feelings about this. I know that DC has DC TV, that is. I'm gonna have to start mentioning that, you know, because it's not just CW stuff here. DC has Gotham, you know, is obviously a Batman property, but I don't want to say Batman's in it. If I can say, I'm not sure about that. I've really lost interest in the show when what was her name? It was damn, I know her name. She's Will Smith's wife. What's her name? God, I forgot her name. But she when she got sent to Schumacher's Island, that's when I lost interest. You know, she started to do some kind of movement with the underground of the prisoners, and then that's when I just lost interest. I just couldn't watch it anymore. I will obviously there's gonna be on the screen there who she is. I forgot her name. Oh my god, she has like a kind of podcast show on Facebook. Oh my god, I forgot her name. Oh, I just know her as Will Smith's wife for now. I'm just gonna mention her like that. But of course it's Gotham. But honestly, I don't know about you guys. You guys might be, you know, they have the villains. They have Jerome as the quote unquote Joker. They did the mask, you know, when he rips off his face. I'm not sure what happened there, honestly. I don't see myself getting back into that show. Maybe after the entire season. I know it's available on Hulu if I'm not mistaken, but I'm not sure. I know I can find the shows online. I don't want to get into it. I don't, because basically it's just it's a tease. You know, you're with a hot girl, she teases you, and then she's, oh no, you can go home now. You know, I'm like, they're not gonna show Batman. They're not. I think it's like an embargo. It's basically the Jim Gordon story. I know they trail in and out when it comes to the Batman villains. You know, the Penguin, Jerome, and I don't know if I know her name is. Damn, I forgot. Anyhow, back to Batwoman. Ruby Rose got cast. Her titles of the movie so far, they're not an extensive list. Of course, she's known for being in the Netflix series as Stella Carlin, you know, Orange is the New Black. She's known for that mostly, but then, you know, she comes in and out when it comes to movies. And when she does show up, she's like, oh damn, you know, she's pretty good looking, but you know, she's part of the LGBTQ community and what have you. And this big backlash, I don't know what's going on. When I first read the news, I think Batwoman.tv on Facebook broke it first, because it does, right? It's their stuff, so they broke it. I'm like, oh man, that is great casting. She's awesome. And you know, Rose, she's you know, she's I'm not guessing bisexual or gay. I'm not sure which, but I was like, because you know, Batwoman, you know, Kate Kane is, you know, I guess bisexual or gay as well. Oh, that's a cool fit. I'm gonna enjoy that. I'm then gonna sit in. But when they also announced that Batman would not be in Batwoman, I'm like, okay, what is going on? Do you guys remember the embargo, or Batman embargo, way back in the day? When was that? Back in the animated series days of Justice League, they couldn't. I'm not sure, they couldn't put like the Batman embargo was like Robin couldn't be in it, Nightwing couldn't be in it. I'm like, wait a minute, that's just dumb, ain't it? That's like saying you can't shoot Batman's left arm or something like that. It's just weird, but that's gonna be the case here. Obviously, I'm not sure the iteration there is right now in the DC universe. Of course, New 52. I think I only got in the New 52 Batwoman. I think I was only up to issue 4. She was fighting somebody by the docks, if I recall correctly. I'm not sure, but it was hard to get into in her because I had so much at the time. You know, I was doing motion comics on YouTube, and people were literally sending me money by the truckload, like, do this comic, Juan, do that comic, and I was doing them, you know. And I really couldn't get into the comics I really wanted to get into myself, instead of like, okay, I'm gonna record this and then put it up. But I did that. I was doing that, but I wasn't doing that with Batwoman. So I was kind of reading Batwoman on my own, and then I kind of trailed off from it, and then I just kind of went into oblivion, you know. But Ruby Rose as Batwoman is definitely something that I mean, I'm really looking forward to. CW. We all know that Supergirl has moved to Sunday, and this past season with Supergirl with the World Breakers, I was like, or World Killers. I'm not sure what they were called, but World Killers, World Breakers, whatever. And I was like, man, you know, I just trailed off, and then they it was in and out with yeah, I'm trailing it off right here, but of course with Ruby Rose, she's got the Meg, which was recently with Jason Statham. The Meg was basically like a Jaws times 10 kind of thing, you know. Let's see here. Another, she was in Pitch Perfect 3, John Wick 2, of course, when chapter 2, excuse me, John Wick chapter 2, when she was the death chick. She was badass in that one too, but she might survive. She might have survived that. I don't know, like Commons' character got stabbed in the chest and at the end of the fight in John Wick 2. And he kind of left the knife on his chest, and John Wick tells him, if you pull it out, you'll die. Kind of telling him, look, if you want to die, if you don't want to die, don't pull it out. And kind of give him his, you know, like, look, I respect you too much, I don't want to kill you, you know. So just, you know, it was just, again, I'm getting a little off topic here. And of course, she was in Triple X, Return of Xander Cage. She was Adele Wolf, and in Resident Evil: The Final Chapter, she was Abigail. But again, her filmography is not that much. It's not that big, you know. So she's basically, I kind of took notice of her when she joined Orange Is the New Black as Stella. But that was pretty much it there. But this definitely should give a wide range of motion when it comes to the CW TV shows, DC properties, that is. You know, and let's see here. Of course, I mentioned that there will be no Batman in Batwoman, which is dumb, right? Because she kind of like took the lead from Batman. She just go, okay, I'm Batwoman now, and then you know, like that scene in Justice League where the Batman goes, you can't even dress like a bat. He was telling Wonder Woman this, and I won't even sue. I won't sue you. It's all right. You know, I can't even do this now, kind of thing. But I don't know how it's gonna work out. I know they've dropped like Easter eggs in what is that, in Arrow with who is that? Oliver says that, oh, I don't see Bruce Wayne doing this or something like that, and of course in Supergirl, like, we should go back to Gotham where it's safe. They drops hints here and there, and then like with Batman, I don't know how they're gonna keep dancing around, because of course Titan's coming out to the DC streaming service, and from the trailer, it looks like it's gonna be, you know, TVMA. It's something for the grown-ups, you know, when it comes to superhero films and whatnot. And that looks really interesting too. Other than the Batman scene, you know, by Robin, who we know now it is Dick Grayson. More than likely, I think they're gonna cast. They're gonna do. Oh, I got promoted. They're gonna do like passing a torch kind of thing. They probably give it to what was that idiot's name? Damian Wayne next. I don't know. We're gonna see. Okay. But there's gonna be no let's see. Of course, Batwoman pilot episode has been ordered. Let's see here. And of course, when news of the nowadays the millennials hear news they don't like, they start protesting. They start literally trolling the hell out of people. And I feel bad. They did this to the chick. I forgot her name. It's Leslie something. And for the Ghostbusters reboot. Honestly, I was like, I'm a hardcore Ghostbusters fan. I am, from Ghostbusters, the real Ghostbusters, the TV show. Remember that? And Leslie Jones, that's her name, yes. And she got trolled to hell. She had to delete her Twitter or whatever. And the same thing happened with Ruby Rose. The trolls got to her. She couldn't take it anymore, so she's inactive on Twitter. I'm not sure if her account's deleted or just inactive. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if you can just like just deactivate it for a few months, whatever, and then come back. I'm not sure, or whenever you get rid. I'm not sure how that works with Twitter. But I know you can. Facebook, I think you can do the same thing though. But you trolls, please stop. Give her a chance. Everyone heard the news when the dude from Brokeback Mountain, the gay cowboy, took the role as the iconic Joker role in the Dark Knight, and then look how that turned out. It was the most iconic role ever. That's all you can remember from Nolan's trilogy. I've always said this too, and I'm sure you guys will be like, "Oh yeah, he did say that." I've always said that if Christopher Nolan ever calls DC, Warner Bros. Say, look, I want to come back and do another Batman trilogy, they will cancel the Matt Reeves, Ben Affleck deal in a heartbeat. Okay, and if you guys have to think about this too, if Batman, the trilogy, Batman Begins, The Dark Knight Rises, if they ever did it in 3D, it probably would have doubled its money. But it's probably one of those instances where the studio did not interfere with the product. It's probably one of the prime examples. They used to do that back in the 80s and 90s. Okay, look, let the director do his thing. We'll just get out the way. That's why some people are saying, oh, that's what happened with Batman Forever and Batman and Robin because of Joel Schumacher. They let him do his thing. That's true. But somebody in Warner Bros. Office had to see this and go, oh my God, what is this? Like, okay, just let it ride. Someone has the power to say, okay, you know what, we need to go back and reshoot this, like they do nowadays. But Warner Bros. Did not do that with Christopher Nolan because they know, maybe Memento had some insomnia, maybe, with Robin Williams, who he wanted as Hugo Strange, by the way. Look it up. They let him do his thing, and look how it's just because the Dark Knight, I don't see it as a superhero movie. I gotta be honest. I've said that before. I don't see it as a superhero movie. The Dark Knight. I see it as a crime drama that involves heroes. Okay. He said he took in points from heist movies, especially from the movie Heat, and for directed by Michael Mann. Starred Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Val Kilmer. It was just William Fichtner, who was in The Dark Knight. You know what I'm saying? He was the bank manager. Like, do you know who you're stealing from? Your buddies are dead. It was just iconic. I didn't see that movie as a superhero. It was a crime drama that just had a guy dressed as the Bat. It was that awesome. But again, I trailed off again. But with the trolls quitting, with what happened with Ghostbusters, the backlash. It's just funny how nowadays social media can get to people like this. These people are professionals, but they when it comes like one right after the other, I totally understand that. I really do. But just quit, guys. Please stop. Let her do her thing. We haven't seen that. We haven't even seen her in the suit yet. We haven't seen her yet. All we're gonna see from her when she's in a Batwoman uniform is her jawline. That's it. And maybe a red wig. We'll see. All right, so let's hold our horses. That's not me. I'm 100% backing her up, not because she's gay or because Batwoman is gay. I just want to see more, just comic properties on television and movies. Yeah. Let's go on to the next story right here too. We got of course, this is there's a lot of stuff going around the scene, but from what I've read, this has been a negotiation ploy on Warner Brothers' part. Okay. Now that Henry Cavill is a legitimate superstar, I guess, when it comes to box office draw, some people are saying that, critics and fans alike are saying that, and the new Mission Impossible Fallout movie, well, obviously stars Tom Cruise, that he was like one of the big draws in it because he was so badass in it, and not to mention, Mustache Gate, what was up with that, some people, an executive from Paramount said, okay, look, we offered Warner Brothers $3 million. Look, give us $3 million and he can shave his mustache for Justice League reshoots. And they said, no, that's fine. We'll go ahead and do the, mustache removal CGI style. And you know how that turned out. It came out horrible. The first scenes in Justice League look horrible with doing, even if it was like the cell phone camera video from the little kids. I'm like, what is that? What is going on with that? It threw me off because I only knew about the mustache fiasco after I finished watching Justice League, and Of course, with Henry Cavill, of course, it's a negotiation ploy. There, Warner Bros. Is trying. Okay, look, we're gonna move on from a Man of Steel 2 movie. We're gonna go and do a Supergirl movie, and then just have you be in that one. So we won't have to pay you top dollar to do Man of Steel 2. But Henry Cavill is saying, look, I want top notch money, because I am the face of Superman for this generation. Sorry, Brandon Routh. You stay with Ray Palmer, DC Legends, please, up tomorrow, please. Although I would have loved to seen something after Superman Returns. They just they gave up on it. Like with Green Lantern and Ryan Reynolds, they just gave up on it. Just continue the trend, man. Like people, there's such things that cult classics, man. Come on, but they take reviews and fan backlash to heart. It's just basically one and done, though. But I would like to see a Supergirl movie. But what it turns out now that if they do a Supergirl movie, then Superman is going to be like a secondary character in that movie, so they won't have to pay him. I guess just until his contract runs out. Of course, he did Man of Steel. He did Batman v Superman. He did Justice League, and I'm not sure what's going on in the back of the room when it comes to those negotiating tactics. I think it's kind of dirty. You say, okay, look, I'm ready to do Superman 2, but I want $20 million. Like, oh, okay, well, you know what? We're gonna put that on hold. We're gonna do Supergirl for now, okay? And you'll be a secondary character in that. So, and we'll pay you a fraction of what you want. And of course, Cavill and his agent wants, like, look, we want more money, And it's totally understandable. It is, but he only has the power of position now to negotiate for a higher salary because of Mission Impossible Fallout. I mean, he looked dope in that. I haven't seen it myself. I've seen the certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, I don't really care for that. I don't care for no one's opinion. I don't even ask people, how was it? Did you enjoy it? Like, I don't care for that. I just want to watch it. And then after I watched it, then I'll go, okay, tell me what you thought. How was it for you? But a Man of Steel there. Man of Steel 2, I would love to see one. Bring him back, do a Brainiac story, and then he'll need the Justice League help. That would be awesome. Or he fights a real Doomsday. I don't know. You guys can make it happen. You can. Just come on, DC, Marvel. I said Marvel Comics. Sorry, DC Comics, Warner Brothers. Do y'all thing. I know. I think the Snyderverse is over with. With the darkness, whatever. They tried to bring in Josh Whedon for Justice League. It did not work out. It went from dark to bright and chipper, and then dark again, and it was really up and down. But I really find Justice League really enjoyable movie. I loved it. I wouldn't. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into it right now. But yeah. Let's see. We go on to the next one right here. We're doing of course, they're not gonna before they do a Suicide Squad 2. They're gonna do a Birds of Prey movie, and of course, Margot Robbie is spearheading that as well as Harley Quinn. She's gonna be one of the producers, and in the Birds of Prey, it's going to be, of course, Harley Quinn, Black Canary, Huntress, Renee Montoya, and Cassandra Cain. But Cassandra Cain is known for being one of the bad girls. But in the Birds of Prey movie, I think it's going to be a little girl. So I'm not sure how they're going to work that out. Maybe like that Kelly chick that they did with the Dark Knight Returns comic from Frank Miller. I'm not sure how they're going to do that, though. But in the movie Birds of Prey, they have announced, or they quote unquote rumored, that it's going to be a Black Mask as the villain, the antagonist for the Birds of Prey. But we'll see. We'll see. We've seen team ups before. I didn't see how it was going to work out with Harley Quinn and Suicide Squad, but it basically went straight to the comics. And that's the stuff we need to look for in the background. They put something in their neck, an explosive device, and we see, I forgot his name, but he's played by Adam Beach. Poor guy, he was on screen for literally not even a minute. If you add up all the screen time, not even a minute on screen, and he gets his head blown off. But in the comic, he gets his arm blown off. But just a little knowledge, the comic knowledge for you guys there. It looks very interesting too, but it's not a lot of stuff. I know. I forgot his. Oh God, David Ayer, I think it was his name. He directed of Suicide Squad, and he wants to direct Suicide Squad 2, but Margot Robbie is spearheading for him to direct on Birds of Prey. And of course, nothing is concrete until they actually start filming a frame. And even then, nowadays, if you know, on top of the food chain producer comes along, sees the dailies and, oh, you know, this is not working, we need to move to something else, you know, another person to come in and take over. But you know, something that would happen with Zack Snyder in Justice League, I'm not sure what happened. That thing with his daughter might have been true, but they might have used that as a ploy for him, just to him to leave. I'm not sure if he got fired. But if that thing with his daughter is true, you know, my heart goes out to him. I feel for his shouts out goes out to his family if that happened. You know, I'm not gonna get into it here because no, I'm just not, okay. But if he did get fired and they use that and excuse, that was just a whole ass shit right there. I gotta be honest, it is on Warner Bros. Part. If it's not working now, just say so, you know. But like, oh, he's not available right now, so we're gonna bring in someone else that has cred from another, you know, movies that came from another movies and help us out here, and that didn't work out, you know. Even Whedon said himself he didn't know what he wanted to do with Thanos when he teased him at the Age of Ultron ending. He did not know. Fine, I do this myself. He didn't. He said it himself. He did not know. It took the Russo brothers, to handle that. Again, I'm not gonna into it. They got 4 straight Marvel franchises under their belt. You know, of course, Captain America, Winter Soldier, which was awesome too. Another look, I'm trailing off again, but I gotta mention it's another movie where it's basically a movie with a good story with heroes involved. It was really good. It's basically they becoming Pixar now, you know. It was campy and cartoony at first, and then it started gradually growing into like, okay, this story is badass. I actually thought I was looking at a spy thriller for a minute until they, you know, this person showed up on the TV screen, Armanzola, you know, kind of thing. But yeah, look at the Birds of Prey movie. Looks very interesting. It depends on just the execution, you know. I was gonna get into the well, it's been confirmed that Joaquin Phoenix has signed on to be to star in a Joker original film, you know, or Joker Origins. So I'm not sure how they're gonna do that too, because obviously we know that Jared Leto is Ben Affleck's Joker, you know. So what is going on there? Again, more stuff going on behind the scenes, whether it's a marketing ploy or maybe Joaquin Phoenix will be in the Joker Origins movie, and then Leto will be the Joker. I don't know. They're really pulling the wool over our eyes right now with what's going on with the DC movies, though. But what is that? Robert De Niro looks like he's in talks for a role. Now that brings credibility to the movie right there in itself. I'm like, dang, that sounds good too. Robert De Niro bringing the Godfather. You know what I'm saying? But let's see here. I think we're coming down to the end of this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, it is Team Extreme on DC Legends. Hook us up. We're just a handful. We're not even hardcore like that, you know. I mean, I got a nice roster because I've been grinding. I've never paid money for this game though, you know. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Me, your gracious host Juan, and be sure to check out these videos that you see on your screen right now. Bye.